Can Coby White finally make the leap to NBA All-Star this season and solidify himself as one of the league's next big stars? That's the burning question on the minds of Chicago Bulls fans heading into the 2024-25 campaign. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. Today, we're diving deep into the future of the Chicago Bulls and whether one of their young stars, Coby White, has what it takes to make the NBA All-Star team this upcoming season. The Bulls have been a bit of a roller coaster over the past few years, with flashes of promise mixed in with some disappointing seasons. But with the emergence of Coby White and the continued development of other key players like DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, there's a real sense of optimism surrounding this team heading into the 2024-25 campaign. So, let's take a closer look at Coby White's game, his progression over the past couple of seasons, and whether he has the potential to represent the Bulls in the NBA All-Star game in just a few months' time. This is going to be a good one, folks, so make sure you stick around until the end. Coby White was selected 70th overall by the Chicago Bulls in the 2019 NBA Draft, and he's been a key piece of their rebuild ever since. Coming out of the University of North Carolina, White was known for his electric scoring ability and playmaking skills, and he's definitely lived up to that hype in the NBA. In his rookie season, White averaged 13.2 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per game, showcasing his potential as a dynamic scoring guard. His numbers took a bit of a dip in his sophomore campaign, but that was largely due to the arrival of veteran guard DeMar DeRozan, who commanded a lot of the offensive touches. However, last season, we really started to see Coby White take that next step in his development. He averaged a career-high 18.1 points per game, along with 4.2 assists and 3.9 rebounds, while also improving his efficiency from the field and the three-point line. What's been so impressive about White's progression is how he's been able to adapt his game to the needs of the team. In his rookie year, he was more of a pure scorer, but as the roster has evolved, he's become a more well-rounded player, facilitating for his teammates and playing within the flow of the offense. One of the biggest areas of growth for Coby White has been his development as a facilitator and playmaker. Early on in his career, he was primarily looked at as a scoring guard, but he's really worked on improving his court vision and decision-making. Last season, we saw White take on more of a dual-threat role, seamlessly transitioning between being a scorer and a distributor. He had 16 games where he dished out 5 or more assists, including a career-high 10-assist performance against the Toronto Raptors. What's been so impressive is how White has found ways to get his teammates involved without sacrificing his own scoring output. He's shown the ability to probe the defense, make the right read, and deliver the ball to the open man. This kind of well-rounded skill set is exactly what the Bulls need from their young backcourt leader. And it's not just the raw numbers that stand out. White's improved court vision and decision-making have been evident in the way he's navigated tough in-game situations. He's become much more poised and in control, making the smart play rather than forcing things. This evolution as a playmaker is a big reason why many are so high on Coby White's potential to make that leap to the All-Star level this season. If he can continue to strike that balance between scoring and facilitating, he's going to be a nightmare for opposing defenses to game plan for. Of course, even with his growth as a facilitator, Coby White's bread and butter is still his scoring ability. He's shown the capacity to fill it up from all three levels: the rim, the mid-range, and beyond the arc. Last season, we saw White's scoring average increase by nearly 5 points per game, and a big reason for that was his improved efficiency. He shot 45.5% from the field and 38.1% from three-point range, both career highs. This kind of high-volume, high-efficiency scoring is exactly what you need from an NBA All-Star caliber player. What's been so encouraging is how White has been able to maintain that scoring punch even as his role has evolved. He's not just a one-dimensional scorer, he's shown the ability to impact the game in multiple ways. And with defenses having to account for the likes of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, White is often going to find himself in favorable one-on-one matchups that he can exploit. If Coby White can continue to develop his scoring skill set and find ways to be even more efficient, there's no reason why he can't be putting up 20-plus points per game this season. That kind of production, combined with his growth as a playmaker, would certainly put him firmly in the all-star conversation. Of course, being an all-star isn't just about putting up big numbers on the offensive end. You also have to be able to contribute on the defensive side of the ball. And this is an area where Coby White has also shown steady improvement over the course of his young career. When White first entered the league, his defense was considered a bit of a weakness. He had the tendency to get blown by off the dribble, and his fundamentals and awareness were still a work in progress. But over the past couple of seasons, we've seen him really lock in and commit to becoming a more well-rounded two-way player. Last year, White's defensive rating improved to 110.3, which was the best mark of his career so far. He's become better at staying in front of his man, using his quick hands and feet to apply pressure, and making the right rotations. And his effort and intensity on that end of the floor have been consistently high. Granted, White is still not going to be mistaken for a lockdown defender, but the strides he's made are really promising. If he can continue to sharpen his defensive skills and commitment, it'll only make him that much more valuable to the Bulls' success. And let's not forget the impact that having veteran leaders like DeMar DeRozan and Andre Drummond on the team can have on a young player's development. Those guys have been through the wars and can provide invaluable guidance and mentorship when it comes to the defensive end of the floor. So while defense may not be Coby White's calling card, the fact that he's shown the willingness to improve in that area is a great sign. If he can become a competent two-way player, it'll only bolster his case for all-star consideration. So, in conclusion, I absolutely believe that Coby White has the potential to make his first NBA All-Star team this upcoming season. He's shown steady improvement in all facets of his game: scoring, playmaking, defense, and he's seamlessly meshed with the Bulls' other core pieces. It's going to be an exciting year for the Chicago Bulls, and Coby White is going to be a huge part of that. Keep an eye on him. This could be the season he becomes a household name. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think Coby White can make the All-Star team? What areas of his game do you think he needs to improve the most? I'm curious to hear your take. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.